Hey, welcome back, YouTube friends. So I'm here today with my friend Clay. Clay and I met a few years back, I want to say, at Arrowhead Harley-Davidson. I had my Victory Octane, and he had his Victory Octane. We were there for demos. Anyways, and we just kind of started talking because we had the same bike, and I had some parts that he was interested in, and I was getting him lined up with Dean Speed Customs. And then I think some time passed, and he ended up swapping out bikes. And I've known Clay to be that of a practical rider in the way of a versatile bike, but obviously coming from a V-twin cruiser to this bike, it was kind of a question today as to why'd you make the change, why'd you choose this bike. So Clay, if you could just fill me in again, because I kind of forgot. Well, you had the Octane. How long did you have the Octane?
A little over a year, just over a year.
How many miles were on it?
Just over 14,000.
So obviously, you got this 1200 quote unquote American cruiser, and then you go to a Japanese sport bike. Well, first off, what made you get out of the Octane?
Well, what made me get out of it was an accident where it got totaled, but you wouldn't have been able to tell. Doing a U-turn, and there's a pretty just unfortunate design flaw with the shifting rod. Simply bent that. It cracked the pin that connected inside the engine casing, and to replace that cost more than the value of the bike at the time. So it was totaled.
Yeah, and if I recall, at that time the value of all Victories had plummeted. Yeah. So then you've got this bike and an insurance payout or whatever the case was, and you start shopping. And I remember, now you picked this up from Go AZ in Scottsdale, am I right?
Yes.
Right. So why the switch to an upright sport standard, full fairing motorcycle?
Up to that point, I wasn't planning on getting this bike, but up to that point, I was out for a couple weeks and was just doing a lot of research for future when I was ready to get a bike. And after all that, I just came to the conclusion that I wanted something lighter, nimble, more fuel efficient. And so I landed on something like this, and they had a sweet deal on it because it was the last one, and they needed to get rid of it for the new models.
It just occurred to me, I think we were preliminarily having conversations about 300s and maybe even 500cc bikes, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then this happened, right?
Yeah, and I'm glad that you guys kept me from going that low.
Right on. So now there's some things that I know you and I had gotten together and we did chain and sprockets on it, and you didn't go down as far as like a 520 conversion. It may even have a 520 stock or might be 525, but I know you went down one tooth in the front, and then you said recently you went back up. So in going down, down one tooth, what did you notice, good and bad?
Good, very slight increase in like acceleration off the start, but nothing major. And the trade-off was the computer didn't recognize it, so the engine light was always on. Not that it was an issue, but the engine light would always be on. And the revs on the highway were just not uncomfortable, not super vibrating, but going back up one, it's definitely smoother, more fuel efficient.
Okay.
And my gauges are working properly.
And that's what I'm saying. You're a more practical rider when fuel economy is something you keep in mind, and comfort. So yeah, and so some of the other things I noticed too that you've done, you got your frame sliders, your tank grips, some shorty levers here. Throttle lock, is that what that is? Cruise control kind of?
Yeah, like a cruise control, just
nice.
Simple.
And this is a taller windscreen?
Yeah.
Right?
Because windscreen could be taller, but that's on the lowest setting. I remember because I showed you the tallest setting, and you and I both agreed that was way too freaking tall.
Yeah, it looked kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it looked ridiculous, like Dumbo.
And then put your mount for your phone there, and some spools. Chain guard. Yeah, the thing looks good. And then your tail tidy.
Oh, yeah,
cool. And how many miles are on this thing? I might have already asked you that, but how many?
Just now over 22,500.
Jeez. And it's a 2017. And you've had it how long, roughly?
Almost a year and a half now.
Yeah, so you ride. Yeah, I used to put miles like that on my bikes. But that's cool, man. Well, I see this seems to be a much better fit than the Octane ever was, so I'm glad you have a bike you enjoy. And I'm glad you gave some valuable insight. I think that this is important, some of the things you've shared today, because not everyone is fully fixated on aesthetics or sound. They want practicality. And I know from a history of Japanese bikes that they tend to be more fuel efficient, less expensive to purchase, A, on the front end, and B, to work on, and to do upgrades too. So,
And if you like working on your bike, having a chain allows you to do that a bit more frequently, and I like working on the bike.
Yeah.
Which I just did this morning. So.
Well, cool, man. Thanks for the insight.
Well, it's bull crap when people say your next bike has to be a bigger engine too. So.
That's true. You did go 1,200 and nearly cut the thing in half. But this thing's quick as hell, right?
It is, because Andre, he has the Indian, which is basically the Indian Scout, which is another version of the Octane. A little less power, but not much.
His is a 900.
And I remember we were on our way back from a trip. Oh, it's a 900?
Yep, his is the Scout 60s. It's a 900.
Oh, okay, it's the smallest version, but still. We all just were goofing around. He started gunning it. I passed him. Still.
Well, hopefully he doesn't watch this video because he's going to be mad that you said that. Cool. Well, all right, folks. Well, you heard it all here from Clay about the 2017 Ninja 650. As always, like the video and subscribe. Keep track up on everything we're doing. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, Clay.